Welcome back to Ground Zero. The 2011 Singapore Kindness Movement was just launched, and Emeritus Senior Minister Goh Chok Tong said that Singaporeans today are more gracious and no longer spit in the streets or talk loudly in public.
But that's not to say that acts of rudeness have been completely eliminated, as we can still see through these posts on Stomp.
Stomper Marcus sent in this post of a couple changing their baby's diaper on the table at Seoul Garden. They were also talking loudly, displaying a lack of regard for other patrons.
Gross. I wouldn't be able to look at my beef if I were there.
Some Stompers felt that the restaurant management should have stepped in. Stomper Unicorn Guard said, the restaurant supervisor or manager should have been more observant and requested them to change in the toilet or diaper changing room. Every restaurant in Singapore would definitely have in place its own basic 3 core values: quality, service, and cleanliness. The duration of changing a diaper is long enough time for a supervisor or manager to spot this flaw.
But apparently this is not an isolated incident. Stomper Rush King said a couple did the same unhygienic act at IKEA Tampines restaurant when others were eating at the next table. So smelly and disgusting, and they were also talking loudly and ignoring all the stares. Then they just left the smelly soiled diaper on the chair and walked away like everything was normal.
While changing a baby's diaper in a restaurant may be rather extreme, this next post sent in by Stomper Michael criticizes an act many of us would have witnessed before: putting your feet up in public.
The Stomper sent in 2 pictures, one of a man resting his feet against a pole on an MRT and another showing a man putting his bare feet on a chair in a food court.
I mean, I put my feet up at home, but I never think of doing this in public. People are eating in a food court. You shouldn't put your legs up on a chair, much less without your shoes on. And for the guy on the MRT, I mean, what if people want to walk past, you know? What do you think, Vivian?
It's definitely inconsiderate, and plus it just looks horrible, and it tells us so much about your personality that you have no social graces, you can't conduct yourself properly in public. How to attract a girl like that, honestly?
Our last post on rude behavior was sent in by Stomper at Muser and shows a Chinese national using the ATM while still on his electric bicycle.
Seems innocuous enough, but the bicycle was actually blocking 2 ATMs which are side by side, and a queue of 10 customers were waiting behind him.
Apparently, when he was challenged, the man said that in China they do this all the time.
Well, this is not China. While some Stompers wondered if the bicycle was actually blocking the ATM machines, others felt that security should have been alerted. Stomper Netball XW said, a more tactful way to handle the problem is to directly call security. This is the HDB POSB ATM, I assume. Security shouldn't be far off.
More Stompers are questioning security in the next clip as a Stomp entry shows one boy bringing a sword into the MRT.
Ching ching. Keep watching.